Hello gamers, we're back with another versus. The great thing, 1747. Wow! The great thing about losing in a lobby in Super Auto Pets is you're like, at least those jerks who just beat me can't beat me because they're playing in another lobby right now. Now, that being said, this lobby looks insane. My own ranking is like somewhere in the middle, but like there's some pretty high lads in here. You got to remember, like, I mean, it's still, I don't know if it tries to pair you with people who are like a similar elo. Maybe a slippery bush. So I'm not complaining. I think skill-based matchmaking is a good thing. It feels bad sometimes when you're good because you're like, oh, if I'm the top 1% of gamers, then I should win 99 times, right? And lose once. Well, yeah, but then, like, what do you think is going to happen to the people who are losing 99% of their games? They're probably, you know, not going to play for too long. I always laugh when I hear Call of Duty streamers talking about that. Like, I don't want to... Okay, I shouldn't put on the... These are my colleagues. I shouldn't put on the funny voice. Excuse me, I just drew Magnus Carlsen, by the way. Shouldn't I have, like, an elo buff as a result of that? They're always like, I just want to get hammered and play with my friends. I shouldn't have to try so hard. You don't have to try so hard. You can get hammered, play with your friends, and just lose. It's the way of the world, man. Ernest Hemingway. Write drunk, edit sober. Group Q, hammered. Solo queue, sober, right? That's the modern era, if you're cooking. I'm like, I get it, because winning is fun, and dropping 40 kills in a lobby where it's first to 50, so you can get like 7 tactical nukes, it feels amazing. You feel like a god. Then you got to remember there's somebody on the other side of that having no fun at all. So what do you think is going to happen to them, man? They're issuing a refund request. We gotta try to create fair games here, you know? I mean, the first 2 rounds are just setup, man. What do you want to say? It's same with TFT, right? I think. I don't know. Camel. Camel and muskox are both decent units this week. We'll start with the camel, because it's something I know more. I was definitely hoping to receive a leech, but that's okay. Give me a puppy, and then we'll have puppy use lasagna in the hopes of us being able to maybe buff our camel and get a camel leech build going. This, anything could happen. I'm going to put you first. I know that seems crazy, but I think I want you to blow out their big unit and then you to feast on their weaker unit behind. Because there's a lot of moths this week. And every week that moth is in the pool. We might even want camel third for a bit. But it's not about getting a trophy. It's about not losing hearts at this stage of the game. But just to have a plan has me feeling a lot better about where we stand. Sure, it's not... We could still run clownfish. We could probably still even run jellyfish. But for where we're at right now, this is good. You know, we have an idea of where we're going. Everything according to plan so far. Feels good. Trickster. If I have to, I will run an African penguin to give us some attacking power. And then I think, oh, I should have run broccoli first. That's the kind of mistake you can't be making if you want to get to 1700, bro. You can't be out of your... Oh, it's just one attack. It's just one attack. Shut up, streamer. You halved his efficacy. And in a situation, look at 10 HP. If he's compounding that damage, you stack that up over a week. You don't even see me anymore. You stack it up over a month, I'm in a different universe. You stack that up over a year, I'm not even in the same reality anymore. You stack that up over 10 years, I'm a time traveler. I'm a certified time traveler. I've gone back in time to 2001 to tell my dad to sell his Nortel stock at the peak. It's never going to get any better than this, Dad. That next time you hear about Nortel is going to be in the news, and then the next thing you're going to hear about Nortel is probably like a Netflix original movie directed by Jay Baruchel, released in the year 2027. Lasagne? Yeah. That's why they call it lasagne, because when you eat it, it makes you go, yeah. Okay, this is very nice. I really just don't see it. But maybe. And the only reason I'm keeping the beaver around is for potential jellyfish plays. But you never know. So far, I'm feeling okay. I would love to get a leech, man. I really don't. I've seen people running lobster this week. But I don't know if I've ever seen someone running lobster on a team that, like, did damage to me. 515 camel is good. I would say if we're doing an NL's hierarchy of needs, draw it up. Can I get someone with an infographic on the screen right now? Somebody, beep, beep, Mr. Beast me when I draw it. Zip, zip, zip. Oxygen, water, food, snacks, gaming, tippy top, garlic on the camel, right above the tippy top. I don't know what we're doing here. That's like an Illuminati eyeball or something. Anyway, their team scares me, and they should scare me because they just beat me while scaling faster than me too. Leech camel is frightening, which is why I want to see it for myself. We should not have this stuff on the squad. We need to panic. It's the appropriate time to panic. I have so many level 2s on the team. What am I doing? So we need this. We need blobfish and pill as well, and that's probably going to go towards a camel. We don't... Wow! Okay, this is crazy, because we could... And that is not who you're supposed to buff. But we could definitely get a level on the blobfish, and then we could possibly get a tier 1 in the shop, or a level 1 tier 5 in the shop. And then pill the blobfish with our last gold. That doesn't make sense. It's going to take 2 turns to get this plan in action. But it could get us to a level 2 dragonfly, which I think I've been calling a jellyfish for the last video and a half. Now that I'm just having a moment of clarity. Lots of jellyfish. Leech camel scares me. Lovely Tomo's team scares me here. But also it flatters me because we got a very similar sort of thing going on. I'm hoping garlic's going to be our game changer here. Consider the game changed, Flick, and pray I don't alter it any further. I've always wanted to have like a line like that. Oh, man. Sorry. You should go. There's no waffles this week, so you don't really have a raison d'etre, if you will. Similarly. You know what I would do? I would pill you, and I would go for the scaling, and then see what we get. I was just about to say, we tried you, and we failed. The lesson is never try. We're going to run double cow in the shop for now. Let me take a look at the opposing forces. Honestly, there aren't that many big lads up front. I still think we probably run it like that. I was going to say there aren't that many big lads up front, so we probably want to run something like this, but like with the camel up there, but so be it. Now, not seeing a leech is genuinely cruel, but you can't always get on the perfect line, okay? And remember your goals here. What are our goals? Especially in such a cracked lobby, just to finish in the top half would be nice. It's like chess, you know? If you're like a 1300 elo in chess, and then you win your first 2 matches, and all of a sudden you get paired against, the kid in your age group who's already got 2 GM norms, you take your loss, and you just accept the fact that, you did what you could given the circumstances. Dabbins, huh? I'll never forget that name. We don't have complete control over our situation here, as much as I wish that we did. You should set this up for a pill. No pill. That's rude. It's a rude thing you've done to me. I've decided... I'm not going to level up the cow, so don't get it twisted. I'm not even stoked about the beaver, which should probably have garlic. Oh, it's all falling apart, isn't it? I'm looking at the opponent squads, and I'm like, okay, we just lost to Dabbins, so we probably... And I'm looking at it now, and I'm like, their squad is the worst squad of all the squads that are still remaining. We do have an advantage. We have 1 more HP than Josiba. That may or may not make any difference whatsoever. Remember, all the good teams have to fight each other, too. You could just get some trickle-down suckonomics and find yourself very unhappy with the way things worked out as a result, but not this time. This leech dromedary setup, or leech camel setup, is what I wanted for myself. So it's hard for me to be mad, but not as hard as you would think, maybe. Okay. I think unfortunately, we have to, even given the half-squattedness of it all. Listen. Please give me a leech. Oh. I already had a blobfish, you piece of garbage. On the bright side, I guess the blobfish was free, so we did get to go full squatted, but the leech would have been free too, and it would have been buffing. It would have given 6/6 a turn. Oh. Please. Please eliminate somebody else. I'm not ready to go. There should be stats after the game, so I can look and see if I rolled past a leech or if I genuinely didn't see one. Because this is like when you're driving and you know you have to like turn south on Burrard and you're seeing the streets go by. You're like, what? Okay, freaking Canby, Helmkin, Howe, Granville, and you're like, I must have missed it. There's no way that Burrard's this far down. And you're like, oh, Burrard, it's okay. Like you start to get in your own head about things, right? I got that order of the streets. Oh, somebody that lives in downtown Vancouver is going to be like, are you traveling southbound? It sounds like you're traveling westbound on West Pender. It really doesn't go Howe, Helmkin, Homer Street, okay? It goes, listen, you got your heart's in the right place. No, not Dabbins. Not Dabbins again. Wait a minute. We're so back? We're so back. We survived another round. Remember, it's not about coming in first. It's about not coming in fifth. You got to do what you got to do. This could be very important. Not for these, obviously. Have you lost your mind? I mean, a level 2 eagle is pretty good. A level 2 skunk is pretty good before start of battle. I think we gotta try eagle here. Because it's fun. But first we do turtle. I can't believe we're still running this cow, too. I was supposed to pill it for a monkey like 8 turns ago. Now I'm like, we should just sell him. I don't know, man. Everybody's so freaking stacked. It makes me want to throw up. And this is not an order problem, okay? We want the blobfish to buff the turtle, to override the garlic and override the banana, okay? The benefit of a melon is better than a banana. In all circumstances that I can conceive of within the bounds of normalcy here. But things change. I don't see us coming in first. With a little bit of percolation, a little bit of favorable Brownian motion, top 4 is definitely plausible. I mean, like, Dabbins' team has no scaling. No disrespect meant to Dabbins. But, like, your team beat us on snipes, but the snipes are not going to last as long as you need them to here. Now, I do see some Josiba positioning for the meta team, and unfortunately, I am up against you. Things you hate to see. I'm going to lose to you, and the worst part is you don't even have your 1-ups out yet, so that's a scary thought. We need... And there's no option, like, if we don't get a pill, we lose anyway, so I'm not crying. Like, just give me a pill. A 1-up is actually really good, but I need a pill. A pill only costs 1. I would be overjoyed to receive a pill, please. I would happily run half squatted for a pill, please. Okay, you know, I don't want to do this because I appreciate what the Dragonfly has done for us. We need to run Death Touch. It might not even work. It depends what kind of equipment our opponents are running. Suffice it to say, it's not entirely the shop's fault we're in this position, but it's not helping. Come come on. I just need a couple of people to go out this round. I was like, I might be able to stand a chance. Like, I'm not totally sure. We'll see what happens with this. See what happens with this eagle situation. That's horrible. Okay, that basically could not have gone worse. Really appreciate that. We're cooked. Now, listen. This is the most you're going to hear me complain. We may come out neutral on that one because everybody got eliminated. Jellyfish, clownfish, level 3 dragonfly. Like, this just... 2 points is pretty merciful there. There's just... You can't play around that, you know? If you're the Los Angeles Kings and the Edmonton Oilers get the chance to draft Connor McDavid, you know, you're getting McDavid. McDavided. There's nothing you could do in that situation, okay? You do what you play to win the game. Well, there is something you could do in that situation. You build a better like team from a depth perspective, but this is the worst shop I've ever seen in my life. Maybe like a low-key rascal. Like alfalfa. I'm entering my alfalfa era. Sticking bananas up tailpipes. Even messing with people's cars. The problem is in Super Auto Pets, you really just get one line. Super Auto Pets kind of more like basketball, you know? And if they've got Kevin Durant and Devin Booker and Chris Paul out there, you know, there's not that much you can do except wait for James Harden to request a trade, and then the whole organization gets gutted, like, you know, from the inside out. But barring that, you're going to lose a lot of games in the regular season if you go up against them, and that's simply a fact. I'm embracing the fact that we're going to lose this round, and it sucks. Because almost everybody else, maybe even literally everybody else, will be on 5 life. However, getting 2 tier 3s early is like swinging at the first pitch, you know? We're making a bet that it's going to be an off speed down the middle, and we're going to put our full power behind it. It's a relatively low risk situation, okay? For example, 2 capybaras, we're off to the races. Leech camel, we're off to the races. Clownfish camel, we're off to clownfish capybara. Like any combination of these, and we at least we're in the conversation. We knew this was going to happen, okay? So we accept that. I'm not the only one down here. We take our level. It's a capybara. We have to take the level here, even though we lose an apple. Starfish is... Maybe you got me on this one. Hang on. Free apple. Buy me. Sell me. Don't buff the other chinchilla. Okay, that's fine. I think because of the prevalence of moths, we actually want our better units further behind. And if we run into a camel, then you're just better than me. Interesting. Wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you say it's a little interesting here? I don't know if... I'd love to have a second starfish. Starfish is like... In my mental model, the starfish is like a worse jellyfish. Which means it can still do some great work, but it's in dire need of leveling up as soon as possible. It's better than losing, which is how we did the first 2 rounds. I don't know if I'm selling you yet. I got to think about this. You're a good buyable. I don't know if you're that good of a sellable. Your current tier is a 1-1. Let me just... Maybe we're keeping a marmoset for a second. I don't know, man. Doorhead ant, 1-1 doorhead ant. No thanks. I'll take the crab juice. Does this make sense? Am I doing something sane? And again, I think we want, just in case there's a moth, I think I like this setup. At the very least, you cannot chide me for running the same team over and over. Although I would love to, the situation doesn't always present itself, okay? Hang on. We've started to cook. Okay, someone is beneath us in the amount of lives left. Now, we don't really have great scaling, but we have more scaling than the average person I have right now, for sure. I think we have to talk about this. I can't sell both these lads, can I? I'm going to. Here it comes. It's happening. Leech with no camel. I snooze. Oh, camel. Who would have thought? 2 free rerolls. Honestly, I'm going to go crazy on you. I'm going to take a level here. It's level... Oh. Oh, no. Clownfish. It just doesn't feel like what I'm working for here. What I think I'm working for here is a level 2 starfish, and then... I guess what you really want to see is at the end of the game, you just want to see clams. I don't know, man. Like, I'm skeptical of how this can work. And I think that's fair, but we're trying something a little out of the pocket. I mean, jellyfish. Not jellyfish, respect. Jellyfish. Jellyfish. Not jellyfish, I'm respecting. Not jelly. Actually, you know what? There's not that many jellyfish. I've got no excuse. We're having fun and we're trying to win. I'm not going to sandbag. Unless you beat me, in which case, how dare you? Nope, we're not trying to sandbag. You love to see it. Okay. You need this. Sell me. Buy me. Sell me. It is, I mean, like, it's a great purchase. You are hoping, like, at some point... Perhaps you'll get like some units that you would rather keep instead of just immediately selling. But what do I know? Why don't you take... This is an efficient garlic. It's kind of a psychotic way to organize your team, but... If we're going to continue to run this, we must... imagine Sisyphus happy, and we must buff the starfish. It's kind of crazy we haven't gotten another one, but it is what it is. 2 storks, seagull. This next round is also important. I feel like you could make any build work if on turn 7 you get pills and bananas. Because that's 2 turns earlier than you would normally get monkeys. Monkeys are very efficient single scaling targets. It can make up for like a jellyfish difference, but I think you're going to have to hit... I'm going to have to hit you with a source, dude. Just trust me on that one. This is highly unfortunate. Or is it? Huge. Turtle's kind of an important one. Like a melon is just... It's just useful. Sorry, I almost used the same word twice, like an asshole. I swore. I forgot I was on YouTube. No! You're a sellable. How about that? They're buffing each other? The starfish are buffing each other and you're laughing? Anybody still running moths? We do have a couple moth users out there. I think we still have to keep this going. I'm sorry to the skunk. The time's not right. We could definitely start talking about... I mean, a monkey is still going to be important. We could always make extra space by combining our starfish. Which we probably should have done on this turn. I don't know, but whatever. I can't be too upset about how it went down. Combine the starfish, get a level. What do we want to see from tier 5? Like, I'm done with, like, seeing good sellables. I need to see a unit that, like, that fits into, like, our 10-year plan, right? Okay? You see a unit that can help us get there. A unit that can help us scale. I need to see a Niala, for example. Niala would be kind of an extremely good unit to see here. Start building up one-ups on a Niala. Nurse Shark behind it. A squad where scaling is a little bit less relevant than, you know, just trying to compete with the jellyfish at their own game. Okay, now this is getting a little ridiculous. Okay, it's not. You don't need 90 seconds to come because I'm talking the whole time, and I still only time out accidentally like once per game. Okay, I don't know what the future holds for you. I am a little scared. You're not like a sellable, but that's okay. You know, I mean, roll once. I was just hoping I'd get like a pill, which I didn't. That's okay, because forget about this. You had your chance. Sell me. Buy me. Honestly, the starfish now cannot buff itself, so you deserve the buffs. Sell me. Buy me. I can't believe we still got a level 1 capybara, by the way. Like, that's a slap in the face, as far as I'm concerned. Let's run a turtle up front. Another great pill possibility. And I know that the pill bug order is all scuffed. I'm not worried about that. How we doing here? 1 dead, 3 on lethal. How do the lethal teams look? I'm not trying to be rude. I'm sorry. Will, I think you're toasted, man. I know it happens. None of this squad looks that inspiring to me. There's no scaling to speak of whatsoever. You're in a desperate situation. Level 1 jellyfish at 9-9, 4 squatted with a melon armor. Depends what you get, but it's not looking great. Now, Coleman. Coleman, you got a certain chance here. Level 2 stork. Capybara for good pivots. Some scaling. And the Neala is just one of those units I hate to see my opponent with this week. I think you got a chance to fight it out a little bit here. So I'm not counting my chickens that we're already in the top half. The team's doing great, but it's, you know, there's a YX and there's also a B. Our intercept is great right now. The slope of our line remains to be seen. It feels nice to not be clinging on for dear life immediately, though. Also, whoever is causing the lobby to time out every time should be eliminated from the game immediately. IP banned permanently. We're so back. Okay. I knew it. I knew Clifford was hanging. You don't have to be a genius to tell what teams are better than others, to be fair, but... Okay, pill me. Sell me. Might as well me. Skunk me. It's a good unit. You can't deny that. It's a good unit. Now let me take a look at the numbers here. I can buy and then sell. It buffs the chicken, which sucks, but whatever. And then get some more experience out here. All I know is that this maybe it's less so with a build that's not jellyfish focused. My hunch though is that experience is worth overpaying for this week. Even if we could just use that to get a Neala out here or something. Neala Nurse Shark is kind of like my late game pivot, I think. We have none of those units right now, but it is what it is. Let me see here. Your team is scary because it doesn't take much to turn like this. I mean, you saw it there. The 8-8 dog is now a 16-16. You had a 1-up on you. All of a sudden, we got a 24-24 dog getting spat out. You're given 2-3 per turn. You're about to get pilled. That's a good idea. I should pill you. Because at some point, we got to get rid of the capybara. Excuse me? But it's hard to sell it because it's like our second best unit. But if you wait too long to sell it, it's too late. But if you sell it too early, you probably lose so much HP that it's over anyway. So really, like the magic bullet is just do it properly. Okay, this is the team that scared me. Holy cow. This is just a with God as my witness moment. I would like to apologize to Clifford or Coleman because I think if I don't beat you that round, it's going to be a bit before like anyone takes you out again. So I feel like you might have just gotten cut down in your prime. I'm happy for me, but I think you did everything right, and you kind of got... Oh, the platypus. I guess what I'm trying to say is it's not meant to be bad sportsmanship. I think you got some poor luck there. I'm sorry, I can't start with the level 1 monkey one turn after like monkeys have started to exist in the game. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, these are not the best sell targets. You're even 2/2 buff. Even a level 3 starfish, it's hard to imagine it getting. This team is. We can't touch this team. The jellyfish is too strong. Plus the monkeys, plus they got a chicken. We could fight to do our best, though. We could still hang in here. We could eliminate somebody else. We could claw up the rankings bit by terrible bit. It's like Mahjong, you know? In Mahjong, would it be nice if you came in first every time? Yeah. Sometimes a win in Mahjong, because this is a little luck-driven. I mean, there's skill involved, don't get me wrong. Sometimes in Mahjong, a win is coming in second. Sometimes a win is coming in third. Sometimes a win is just not feeding into the opponent's hand and going from 4th place to 3rd place as a result. You know, you take your victories as they lie. Like the Vancouver Canucks, they don't need to win the Stanley Cup for this season to be a success, in my eyes. Not being an embarrassment would be good. Possibly competing for a wild card slot, but not trading away future prospects to get like one veteran presence that is going to give us a chance to make it out of the first round and then lose in a sweep in the second round. That would be a success. Young players taking a step forward and our core not demanding trades or insinuating that they're guaranteed to leave in free agency. These would all be positives. You know, they don't have to win the Pacific Division. I mean, you got Edmonton, LA Kings, defending champions, Vegas Golden Knights. Everyone's sleeping on Calgary. I know they had a catastrophic season last season. Obviously, you haven't watched the Flames recently. They have one goated season, one trash fire. One goated season, one trash fire. They're due for a goated season, okay? This is not financial advice. Your team looks better than mine. And you've got a chicken. That's scary. But maybe someone else will beat you. And then I'll come in second. Holy cow, 32-minute long video. Now this is the sauce, man. We need a bird of paradise. The whole thing is built to work with a bird of paradise. I'm sorry to say it. You got to keep the capybara. I'm sorry to the skunk. I shouldn't have invested so much. I shouldn't have gotten your hopes up. We got a long way to go here, and I don't think we're going to get there. But if there was a route to get there, this is the route to get there. What do you need? 3 of 7? Six of 7? Send it, brother. I genuinely don't think this has a chance, but let me take a look, okay? You got Death Touch on the front with a unit with 17 HP. How much attack? 14 attack, but it's going to go up to 18 at a minimum. This still clears you, but probably... Oh, but I hope I don't go up against you. You have something weak. Bust your melon, and then you guys go toe-to-toe. Maybe what's your jellyfish? 26. We're at 26.2. Do you have scaling? Probably. It's pretty tight, brother, okay? This is not a good situation to be in. I mean, we did go up against them again. We did what we could, okay? Somebody killed a dude on 1 life. Somebody kill John Wick, please. Sell me. Buy me. The Niala, by the way, is just too... That's for another life, okay? We're getting more impressive scaling than I thought we would, which is very nice. I know you're going to say, what about the sell ability? I'd rather get a buff this turn, please. We're not enough. You're on 6 of 7. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, now let me... Oh, you got buff too. You got the Death Touch too, you son of a gun. And how much HP does that chicken have? 23? That's a nightmare. You're going to death touch anything you come in contact with. Okay. Well, let's have you go toe-to-toe with this lad. Break your melon armor. Send in the heavy hitters after that. It's the only chance we got, man. Somebody's got to kill this dude on 1 HP. No! I did everything I could! I'm fighting for my life out here, man. I'm using genuine strategy. You might as well take a green pepper. It's probably... It's one of the highest EV trades we could do right now, I think. I really don't want to buy you, man. It needs to be better than that. It, like, needs to be a skunk or... I know we're not getting the scaling, but like it's nothing else is going to make a difference. The only thing that could help here is a skunk of the animals we've got available. Okay, you got a freaking green pepper. Bust your green pepper on. Don't waste an attack if possible. Same thing, bust your green pepper on some garbage. Run you. How much damage are you doing? 37, 37, 26. I don't know, man. This is all... I think this team beats one of the 2 remaining teams if they literally don't change their squad in any way, including improving it by, like, a single apple. Either way, I'm proud of us for running something a little out of the pocket. I'm not going to hate on the other people for running jellyfish. If I got the opportunity to run jellyfish, I would have been there too. But I feel like I'm proud of myself for committing to the starfish and making it to the bronze medal position, and we could still tie for a silver. There's a little copium in there. Their team is legitimately better than mine, but I don't need to beat them. I just need BW54 to beat them, which is, I hope, what they're doing here, watching the turn timer tick down, but who knows? Double death touch. That's suboptimal. They did not get eliminated. Okay, well... Either way, I'm happy we've been staying in the same place on ranking. They sent the dogs after me this week, and we're hanging tough. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, click the like button. Helps us a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. And I'll see you next time. See ya!